They hear truth. Many of them can't stand truth, can't receive truth, because it runs crossways to what they want to believe and what they would like to believe and what they wish would be so. But you can't change truth. Truth is not going to change for anyone, anywhere, anytime. Truth ain't going to change. Listen, I got to a little thing on Facebook, kind of joking with my sister, because she put a little thing on there about men wanting to use women's back. Y'all see that? And I said, well, now, Dad, why, that offends me, because today I feel like a 6'5" Chinese black woman. Well, how many of you know Chinese women don't get to be 6'5"? And there ain't no such thing as a Chinese black woman. But, and I was being facetious, of course, but we live in a day and now, because, why? Because that's the truth. The truth of if I went to you and I told you, you know what I feel like? I feel like today I'm a 6'5" Chinese black woman. Well, you look at me like I was from another planet, and you should. Because the truth of the matter, truth bears out, I ain't. Never have been, never will be. Listen, even after these so-called sexual modifications and these sex changes and sex, change therapy and all, after all of that, if a man, no matter how much he tries to become a woman, the genes, the hormones, everything about that person still says they are a man. There is no change there. Why? Because you can't change truth, no matter how hard you want to, how hard you try. You're born a man, you're always a man. I don't care what kind of outside changes you make, what kind of medical changes you make. You are born a man, you will die a man. You will answer to God as a man. Same with a woman. You're born a woman, you will die as a woman. You'll answer to God as a woman. There is why? Because truth cannot be changed. I don't care what you do. Amen? Truth is like gravity. We all know that gravity is a fact, because I don't care who you are. You can be white, black, pink, purple, polka dot, or striped. You can be rich, you can be poor. It doesn't matter what your status is. You can be president of the United States, or you can be the lowest on the status scale, as what anyone might consider the lowest. But I don't care who you are. If you get on top of this building and you jump off, president or beggar or pauper, ain't but one thing you're going to do. Ain't but one thing can happen. You coming down. Why? Because you can't change gravity for anybody. I don't care how much, you get on top of the building, you say, well, I'm going to try it. I know he broke his neck, but I'm going to try it. And I'm going to hope and I'm going to pray and I'm going to wish. I'm going to try to change this truth. And I'm going to step up and I'm going to try it. It'll probably change for me. Yeah, you try that. You know what? You'll end up breaking something. Your fanny, your neck, your something is going to break, because you are coming down. That is the law and the truth of gravity. It is an established law that God established on this planet in eons ago, during creation. Why? So you can't change truth. I don't care what kind of label you put on it, what kind of face you put on it. Old saying says, if it walks like a duck, and talks like a duck, or either waters like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck, And so you can't change truth. There are people who want to do that nowadays, but I'm sorry, they cannot do it. They cannot change truth. So how can we make sense of these things that Jesus is saying? Well, first of all, we realize they are true. We realize he is the personification of truth. So first, it's important to note that when Jesus referred to the law and the prophets, he referred to the express moral teaching of the Old Testament. Now, it's no wonder that Jesus labeled this religious crowd hypocrites and warned people not to follow them, because they were guilty of doing some of these things I talked about a while ago. Perverting the truth, perverting the law to suit their own needs, to preferring their teaching over teaching of God, all these things. So that helps to explain the formula that Jesus uses here. You will see verses 21 through 22, 27 to 28, throughout the entirety of the rest of this chapter. You'll see this phrase quite a bit. Jesus speaking, he says, you have heard it said, but I say to you. You have heard it said, thus and so, but I say to you. Now, I'm just laying the foundation right now. We aren't going to get into the meat of everything I want to get into. I already know that. But I'm laying a foundation. You will see that phrase. You have heard it said, Jesus said, but I say. A lot of gravity, a lot of weight, a lot of importance on that statement. The people had heard the law and they'd heard the prophets, but not in their purity. By contrast, Jesus spoke with integrity. He spoke with authority to at least 5, 6 areas of morality in this chapter. He spoke, he spoke about murder. He spoke about adultery. He spoke about vows and oaths. He spoke about vengeance. And he talked about love and hate. So framing these remarks is an introduction in which the Lord appealed to his listeners to fulfill the law, and a conclusion in which he challenged them to act as the Father would act at the very end of the chapter, around verse 48. But now let's start reading in chapter 5, verse 70. Stand with me for just a moment while I read these few verses. Chapter 5, verse 17. And this is all Jesus' words. This is him talking.